my wonderful viewers, welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If you like what you see after watching this video, please subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. This is very, very important. In this platform, we react to all forms of videos, international and local. And every Saturday by 2 p.m., we have our interaction section where you are free to air your mind, to contribute to the happenings in our societies. Share my videos with your friends, families, and colleagues. And myself, I'll be sitting here to watch this video together with you. Then later we'll come to the comment section to talk about it. We'll write our comment in a constructive manner. As we watch this video, remember to share.
First, I think the beginning is to say to Nigerians that they are lucky to survive 2021, particularly with the performance of the APC-led government in 2021. It has been a very traumatic year for Nigerians in terms of the rudderless and the uninformed government of the APC. And we look at it from several sectors. We start from the area of security. The primary goal of government anywhere in the world, and as provided for in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, specifically Section 14(2)(b), says the security and the welfare of the citizens shall be the primary goal of government. That is the minimum irreducible for a government to be so called, to be so defined. On that single, simple indices, which is very important, the APC has failed. So Nigerians, that's why I say to them, congratulate them for even surviving 2021. You recall, in our end of year 2021 statement from the PDP, we actually said it was a miracle to survive it. Because in 2021, over 3,000 Nigerians died under the watch of this government. In that same year, we found the disconnect between the government and the people. In other crimes where you have responsible government and leadership, when calamities such as those that happened to Nigerians in 2021, you will see the president or the leadership of the government coming out to be what we call commander-in-chief, being suspended to be a consoler-in-chief. We recall that toward the end of the year, there were so many stories that at some point, it's like Nigerians have become numb to violence. People die, becomes just one of the numbers. In Sokoto State, it was reported in the reform reporting that 42 people were burnt alive. And that same week, to show the disconnect between the government of the APC and Nigerians, that same week, so insensitive to the pains and tears of people, the leadership of the APC, from the vice president to the Senate president to speaker, they went to Castilla and attended a turbaning ceremony for the son of the president. That tells you this is a government that is disconnected. That on the front of the security. In the front of the economy, we all know what has happened to us with regards to purchasing power of Nigerians, and we have what we call a life discounting experiences of Nigerians. People receive salary, and then you don't know what you can purchase next week, because we have a government that has lost policy direction in terms of the economy, in terms of micro and micro policies of the government. If you look in the areas of even supporting life, when people can even buy food, they can no longer even cook. The prices of goods and services moved up, and particularly gas moved from about 2,500 to 10,000. I mean, this is just a litany of woes for Nigerians in 2021. Above that, the real issue about why we have a government, democracy. You saw the assault by this government, led by the control in the National Assembly, how they try and actually scuttle the hope and aspiration of Nigerians with respect to the electoral Act Amendment Bill. Those are some of the issues, and I'm sure as we proceed, we have more details about an overview of what happened in 2021, that it was a trying year. It was a year that Nigerians was actually basically survived. And that's why we said in our statement that we congratulate them for surviving it, and it was actually a miracle that Nigerians survived.
APC, Ahmed Buhari, what do you have to say?
Thank you. Happy New Year, Nigerians. Thank you for having me. I wonder what would have happened if I wasn't here to speak on behalf of the APC party. I didn't know that we were here to come and speak about political parties. I thought we were here to come and speak about...
don't worry, we'll get there.
I'm just saying my own part as well. I thought we were here to speak about how Nigeria can progress, how we can succeed, how we can unite ourselves, how we can make the people know that this enclave called Nigeria is beyond political parties, but most importantly to see how we can all succeed together as a people. Not to forget that all the things he has mentioned, most of which we all feel the brunt, whether you belong to the APC, the PDP, or people like IPAC that will want to sit on the fence. The truth of the matter still remains that we've had a trying 2021, we've had a trying 2020. In the last 20 years or so of democracy, where his government or his party led the country, we also had trying times. Just before this administration assumed office in 2015, nobody is going to shy away from the fact that we had killings all over the country. This city we're living in today, Abuja, was ravaged by bombs, killings. Before then, people were being kidnapped. People have always been kidnapped. So if you're going to come and say these are your only problems, and because of that you think that the APC should move away because we have a better solution as the PDP, you haven't told us what solutions you have. I've listened to you speak for the last 10 minutes, and there was nowhere you said this is what you want to do differently from what you did before the APC assumed office. So for young people like myself, when I look at the situation, I'm not really carried away or drawn by all of this heat here and heat there. I'm more concerned about what are the ways forward to see that we become a united people, to see that we become a prosperous people, to see that our region becomes a secured region, to see that before politics we think about humanity. And those are the things that truly concern me as a human being, as a Nigerian. And then whether I belong to the APC or whichever other party, it becomes secondary. I want to see how we can work together as a people to succeed. On the issue of security that you raised, no doubt it has taken a whole new dimension. Before now, your administration, your government, your party struggled so much with people like Boko Haram, with people like the Niger Delta militants, and today we're not really talking about that. We're talking about a new kind of challenge. In my opinion, I think some of these challenges are happening because the government did take some steps that are boomeranging on the Nigerian people. For example, when we closed the borders along Maradi, Katsina, Zamfara region, what it really did was all the boys who were involved in smuggling as a living had to turn to other things, and clearly they became kidnappers. Now, is it a good idea or a bad idea? I think sometimes we would have to try some of these things to see if they work. And at that time, what happened was the entire West African region, who were benefiting from smuggled process from smuggling, actually start turning into trying other things that would actually benefit them. Now, I'm not trying to make a case for government for anybody, but I'm just saying, if you think that it's just an APC problem, the people that have been affected will go beyond party lines. Are we going to leave our borders open for smugglers? Do we think that is going to give us succor? Or are we going to see how we can ensure that we secure our people and create other avenues where young boys who are actually becoming bandits or kidnappers will actually fall back on and say, okay, fine, we have things that we can do. I would have been happy if the APC government, before making such a decision, would have put in place agricultural processes that would ensure that if you are stopping people from bringing in smuggled products, they're going to fall back to the entire value chain of agriculture, for example, or industrialization, and say, this is what we can do other than smuggling. And then sensitize the people to understand that when you do the smuggling activities, it affects the economy of the people, and in the long run, we cannot develop. I think the biggest problem with my political party, the APC, is its inability to communicate effectively with the Nigerian people. And I will not hold back any words in saying that. I think we have not communicated properly. But if it is about the true intention to see that Nigeria succeeds, yes, it is there. However, it is a collective. It has nothing to do with one side. It has everything to do with all sides.
All right, what would you say about the year 2020?
Yeah, thank you very much. I've heard both of them speak, and I'm happy that Nigerians are listening. And this is just like a forerunner to the 2023 elections. It's as if you've set the tune for the 2023 election already. I heard the PDP spokesman, said a lot of things. I thought he would have first of all apologized to Nigerians for the kind of foundation they laid for this country for like 16 years. I also heard the APC man speak, and I want to say that you don't make an already bad situation worse. That is not the way to move forward, and you shouldn't absolve yourself of any responsibility, because Nigerians have actually given you a mandate, a job to do. You stop complaining, you stop whining, you stop shifting responsibilities, own up and engage the Nigerian people. I think let it be on authority that IPAC is an umbrella body for all political parties in Nigeria, including the PDP and the APC. But for now, I will not be speaking on behalf of PDP and APC. I will only be speaking on behalf of the remaining 16 political parties, since the PDP and APC are here represented and are speaking for themselves. Yes, you can analyze what happened in 2021 without going through all what has been said, from insecurity to the Human Development Index, which is a composite statistics for education per capita income and life expectancy, where Nigeria currently is ranked 161 among 189 countries in the world. We slided from where the PDP left us at 157th to 161. You also will not talk about 2021 without talking about the Corruption Perception Index, which was one of the cardinal election mantra from the APC, that they were going to fight corruption. They were going to fight corruption. Ironically, when they were in opposition, I think they always believe in statistics. But suddenly, when they came into power, they seem not to believe in any statistics that is being given by even neutral agencies, like the Corruption Perception Index, where Nigeria slided from where the PDP left us. In fact, we slided from 139 to 142 to 144 to 146. And currently, we are in 149th among 183 countries in the world. That is to tell you that, the PDP left it at a point that is worse, that is bad. And the APC now took it to another dimension that is even worse. Hence, I said, you don't make an already bad situation worse. And when you talk about insecurity, what is the statistics telling us? Nigeria is currently ranked as the third most terrorized nation in the world, from fourth, where PDP left us, to third, we are currently, today. What is the poverty statistics? Over 40%. Nigeria, as we speak, before PDP, wasn't the poverty capital of the world, but today, Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. And when you also talk about what is it called, the unemployment rate, because these are cardinal statistics you use to evaluate. Today is at what, like 3.3%. And you begin to wonder. I think PDP left us at 24%, if I'm not mistaken, and I think 12 to 17 to whatever it is. But I knew it was bad enough under the PDP. And it's now worse. Correct. Under the... Okay, what about the inflation rate? Today is 15.9%. Under the PDP, I think there was a time they were able to achieve a one-digit inflation rate. But today, throughout under APC, it's been double-digit. They moved to 17. It was now they were able to reduce it to 15.9. So what am I trying to say in essence? I think it's not the time for us to begin to say, okay, PDP, APC... In my own opinion, I think Nigerians should move beyond these two political parties and begin to weigh other options. We can't continue like this. It's obvious, in my own opinion, that they cannot give beyond what they have. I mean, you can't give what you don't have. You can't rise above your capacity, except if you are willing to do more job. I'm personally, if given the opportunity, I think Nigerians should galvanize themselves and forge a way forward beyond the APC and PDP.
Thank you so much for watching this video together with me. Like I said before, if it is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel and you like what I do, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, leave your comment in the comment section. You are free to criticize, but let us do it always constructively. Remain blessed. I appreciate your massive support and I love and cherish each and every one of you. Until I meet you again in my next video, for now I will say bye-bye.